Is this thing on? Huh? Yeah. What's up, guys? My name's Gun. Today I'm gonna try to keep it quick because you know what the fuck I'm doing after this video. And I ain't got so much time to fucking do this if I want to listen to this because someone who is at work despite being sick is gonna come home and whine their ass out if I play loud music because they're sick. But why are you going to work when you're sick? So, you know. And they're going away for a trip in a few days. So that's dumb. Unless they fucking weren't really sick and were just home yesterday because I feel a little ill in my stomach because I don't feel like going today. Fucking pussy ass motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a good smell. Once again, the pizza box thing from Merchants, but I saw something immediately. That's just gonna, this is gonna hit more for me than any of the previous unboxings, just for the fact that for the longest time, and this was at, like, even after I had listened to their whole discography, the first album that popped up in my face is my favorite, or well, it was my favorite Dismember album for the longest time, until then, where Iron Cross's Grow became my favorite, and then now it's more like, I do not have a favorite because all of the albums are my favorite, because every fucking song and every album is as good as it gets when it comes to death metal, in my opinion, and also, now it's more just me realizing that it's more of a what am I in the mood for listening to kind of thing, not really like, oh, I prefer this one over this one. It's more like a mood thing, because the very slight differences in the albums, I'm not saying the songs are unique on every album, in my opinion, every song, but the slight thing that sets them apart is what actually changes my mood on when I want to listen to it. But we're gonna get right into what used to be my favorite album until I realized that I actually just don't have a favorite album. Here's a receipt. So this is obviously the Nuclear Blast reissues. I don't know if it was better packed this time. Okay. I just had a moment here of weakness. One of them I already know I'm getting because they kind of spoiled it here. Which means the other one is the other one. And it's just how I thought it was gonna be. Also, here's for the boys. Oh, it's too thick there. God damn, it's like a plus-sized American. Hard to squeeze. Anyways. Yep. We at least didn't have the unfortunate event of some like double LP getting sent. You know what I mean? Getting the same release twice. So I got everything, and it's the 2023 fucking reissues. This one of fucking Massive Killing Capacity, limited to 300. I thought there were at least 1,000. That might have just been the first set of vinyls, and then the rest is, you know, they're doing the only 300 for the rest. Maybe I'll just forget, because I forget things a lot. I can't wait to see what's inside this thing, because it's gonna blow me away when I listen to this album. It's the Transparent Red. And I'm gonna spoil it right now. The only colors you're gonna see of the next albums that I will unbox on this channel is Transparent Red. So, if you want to see another color, you can go watch another channel. I have bought the entire discography pretty much in Transparent Red, and the only album in the exception being fucking Indecent and Obscene, which I got the blood splatter fucking vinyl on. Nuclear Blast at the same time as I got the fucking... Let's not try to... I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon. You know, I got a Nuclear Blast at the same time as the Incantation album. Again, this is how much I care for that part of the album. This is what I care about, okay? Let's just be fair. Man. I knew it was gonna be worth waiting to buy this album because originally I was gonna pay, like, honestly, $200 on Discogs because it went for that at one point. Oh, of course, it's got an insert. You know, I'm just creaming my pants because I love inserts. But, let's put this thing over here. We always do that. We check out the disc last. Oh, man. I want to check so there's no stickers. Good. Not good, because it would be cool to get a sticker, but... We got... You get to see that side first. Okay, all the songs are on one side, so I would imagine that what you're seeing right now is a band photo that I have absolutely never in my life seen before. Same goes for the band photos on here. You got, fucking 19... I remember. No, I don't. I'm very stupid, by the way, so I... Oh, 1994, 1995 is when it was recorded, so it is around that time. That's what I know. I'm not good with years, though, when it comes to remembering, because I have dementia. That is to be taken with a grain of salt, however, because... I don't know if it's straight up dementia or just my fucking brain being stupid, but we got a fucking mid-90s photo of every fucking band member. I will say, David looks the funniest on this side. Oh wow, it's actually completely not even a band photo on this, because we already got the band photo here and on the back. But damn, it's just like an art print. That's... I actually like that a lot. This is like a... This is actually... No, not almost. One day this is going to be in a frame. I'm just putting it like that. And of course, we got the band photo on the back. You can't go wrong with that. Can't be mad at it. Because that band photo is sick as fuck. You got the band logo in the back. I'm assuming they're using one of those banners that they use live. You know, they fucking elevate them down. And then they you know, behind the band, behind the drum kit usually. Because if it was in front of the drum kit, you couldn't see the drummer, for fuck's sake. All the guys, again, this is, like, this has not changed. This is what they did in the mid-90s. This is how they still, well, with some slight altercations in both physique and how young they look, this is how they still look today. They still have the long hair. They wear fucking band shirts on stage. They're always having, like, good MC in between the tracks. I know that's what it's called now, because I've been educated. I knew it was called that for actually years before I fucking got these Dismember reissues, but I just remember that that's a term just now. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I don't play the vinyls in these because the Dismember reissues, I like to take them in on my own because I know that if I even start playing any of them, as soon as I start playing them, I ain't stopping them. Let's just say it like that. Putting it like that. Again, proper sleeve, unlike the paper fucking garbage sleeve we got from the Incantation release, I believe it was. I'll have to replace that still. In the light, it's a little orange-ish, but this transparent red is still carrying on with the consistency of being really fucking dark, like... What's that drink I'm thinking of? It's like a raspberry soda, the carbonated kind. And, you know... This has got some of my absolute favorite tracks off the whole band, and I can tell you right now, I think one, if not the best song from the entire discography, Collection by Blood. That's literally 100% of the reason why I learned it on guitar, because it's just, not only is it a pretty, like, you don't think it when you listen to it, because it's a slower sounding song because of the drums, but the guitar is like, it's like all down picking, and it's at like 180 or something, and I would even argue that the down picking in Collection by Blood is harder. It's harder on my arm than the one in like 2 fucking 10 BPM Master of Puppets, just because of the way the riff is. I don't know what it is about the riff that makes it harder for me, but the riff actually makes it so that my arm actually gets more strain in here than any other down picking riff by like Metallica that's literally faster in BPM, but it doesn't like give me the same effect. Probably because Metallica has more like these single notes in between. Like that one's just completely just through the whole song pretty much until you get to the solo, and that's basically it, because it's a short song. It's like 3 minutes, if even that. Short but sweet song. And of course, I love every song on this fucking album. Nenya, my friend said it, my ex-friend, he fucking became a fucking full-on industrial shitbox poser. And I say that with pride because he fucking stopped. He removed all his Morbid Angel vids. So he literally exposed himself and removed his comments on Triassic Tove's fucking videos. So he's basically calling himself out as a fucking industrial poser canoe. But he and I, we said it pretty much day one since they were reissued on Spotify. Like, reissued on Spotify. You know what I mean? When they came back, because they were gone from Spotify streaming. That Nenya is literally the death metal Orion, and I even argue that it's like 10 times better than Orion. In fact, I think Orion is one of the weaker Metallica songs on that album. I would even say, like, The Thing That Should Not Be is the best track on the entire album, and the rest is, like, boring to me because it's just boring. It's just too heavy metal. If you know, like, that's not what I think of as true thrash. True thrash to me, my Hall of Fame, like, top 5, no, my all-time 4 favorite fucking thrash bands, which is, like, in my opinion, my personal big 4, not what's politically correct, not what's mainstream, is Dark Angel. This is not in order. Dark Angel, Vector, fucking Demolition Hammer, and Kerner. Those 4 bands is my fucking top 4 bands. You could disagree if you have like Exodus, fucking Toxic Holocaust, Municipal Waste, and Warbringer in a list. Warbringer's an honorable mention. They would probably be number 5 on my list. And the reason why Slayer isn't in there, I don't even consider Slayer the ultimate of what thrash has to deliver. Like, literally, put on anything by Demolition Hammer sends fucking Slayer home on a fucking stretcher in terms of heaviness. And I'm not saying that finding out about them recently like the dog wants to complain about. I actually knew about them for fucking years now. Years I've known about them. But, you know, I obviously played up a little for the camera here to just piss some people off in the back who probably clicked off the video and disliked it. Fucking, you're so fucking mad. You're just mad because Metallica's really popular. No, I could give less of a fuck about how popular they are. In fact, one of my favorite bands ever is a very popular band. Have you ever considered the fact I talked about X-Japan? If not the most popular metal band to ever come out of Japan, period. That's literally my favorite. Like, if I talk metal overall, that's probably my favorite band altogether. I want their discography on a physical copy. They just don't reissue it. So, I don't care if something's mainstream as long as it's fucking respectable and good. Which this is. This is not by any means an underground record. This is a fucking well-known record. One of the most popular, in fact, up there with Like an Ever-Flowing Stream and Indecent NFC. That rhymed. But, let's do this rest in order. Actually, why did the other one have, like, a pretty lame... Did this one have a lame message? It just says, finally back on vinyl. Meanwhile, the other one gets cool descriptions. That's a little gay. Yeah. Still, only for 300 copies, so that's pretty much confirmed. I think the whole thing is actually limited to 300 copies. I'm just a little tired from running. Because I really ran out to get these. To go fucking... Well, ran. I took a hasty walk. To put the money where the front door is, or whatever the fuck you call it. I don't even know if that's the correct saying for this. I'm already seeing the band photo, and you've probably seen a lot of it as well, but I don't care right now, because I'm not, like, taking it in. I'm not focusing on what I'm seeing, so I can't really take it in properly. Anyways, this album, just to make sure that someone doesn't think I just love Massive Killing Capacity, and because here's the proof in the proof is in the pudding. Here's where I prove that I truly don't have a favorite. This album that I'm about to remove all the fucking annoying ass motherfucking shrink wrap that shouldn't even be on here in the first place. I know it's for protecting, but like just put better packaging. And also this one gets a cool description. I forgot to read it. Featuring a stunning remaster by Patrick W. Engel. Patrick W. Engel, if you fucking... Supervised by Fred Estby. This is a glorious edition of Dismember's 4th album. It fucking better be, brah, brah. Let's check out the front. Fuck yeah. Good fucking quality. And this is something I was saying for all these. I already said it in the other unboxings. I've never seen these before, like the band photos on these, or the inserts. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing like anything past like an ever-flowing stream in terms of band photos. All the other ones are like mysteries to me. Like yeah, I've never in my whole life seen this band photo. It's probably the most low quality, and I know that's probably because this was during a time of a struggle for death metal, but Dismember said, fuck you, we're playing death metal because we want to, and they fucking put out a killer record with some great songs, of course. Now, obviously, we all know Of Fire, Train Killer, Misanthropic, Let the Napalm Rain, Live for the Fear of Pain. My favorite of the first is Stillborn Waits, which of the first 5, which are coincidentally, I believe the first 5 are actually the most popular songs on the album. Yeah, because that's the one I see. Those are the ones I see the most in like set lists. And Misanthropic was originally on a EP called Misanthropic, which has some other killer tracks. I need to see if I can order those like EPs. I think that's just that EP and then the demos that I need to get on Discogs because they didn't reissue those in the way I wanted them to. Let's just say that. Of the first 5, my favorite tracks are Of Fire and Live for the Fear of Pain because those are the melodic ones. And on this album, you kind of look for the melodic ones because those are the ones that stand out the most. But Trend Killer, I ripped off the intro riff on one of my songs. Won't tell you which album because you're gonna have to really think about that one. So that one's also favorite, and Misanthropic, I mean. But of the last 5 songs, Killing Compassion, Bred for War, When Hatred Killed the Light, Ceremonial Comedy, what was that like? Yippee! Silent Are the Watchers, this is probably like something about war or something dark. And Mistweaver. My favorite track on the second half is actually the last track. Mistweaver, as a song, is like heaviest track on the album. I already did a fucking video on that, and I stand by every pick still to this day. I still think Life in the Shape of Sorrow is the heaviest on fucking that album. Massive killing capacity, just hell it. And Mistweaver is the heaviest on this one, and I fucking love Mistweaver. I like Silent Are the Watchers too, because that's the one that goes do 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 do. If you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, because you maybe don't listen to them as much as me, it sounds like this. See, I know these tracks all fucking in my head. The only tracks I can't really fucking sing right away are the tracks that I don't listen to as much, but if they come on, I will know what riff comes next. I'm pretty sure the next riff in Silent Are the Watchers, it goes like something like that, right? When it goes into the riff. Told you! See, I know that song a lot because I've listened to it a fuck ton, and I know we're getting an insert. So, I mean, we don't really need to look at the vinyl, but we're going to anyways. We're doing it in order, and here we got not all of the lyrics. So I don't know what's going to be on the side you see, but I'm glad this has all the lyrics, because all the lyrics aren't actually as public as you would think. I know you probably disagree because you can't find them, but some of them are actually mistyped on like websites like Genius, where people, I guess, submit the lyrics, but they submit them with like third grade grammar. And obviously a lot of the lyrics are written by Matti Kerki, but we got some SB. I wonder if anyone else has ever written lyrics, or if it's mainly just Estby and Kerki so that write the lyrics. We'll find out on this side, which actually is the same. It's just lyrics, which I'm fine with, by the way. We already have a bunch of band photos. Yeah, all the lyrics on this side are pretty much by Kerki. Only one of the songs are by Estby, which is Killing Compassion, whereas the rips were written by Sennebek. And then Mistweaver. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna say what songs were written by what. So Silent Are the Watchers is actually one of my favorite songs. One we just listened to was actually written by David Blomqvist and Richard Cabeza. And the lyrics I already said. Then Mistweaver, David Blomqvist, and Fred Estby were combined forces on that one. Favorite Tracks of Fire was written by David Blomqvist, Richard Cabeza, and the lyrics was Matti Kerki. Friend Killer that I ripped off was Fred Estby, both for the lyrics and music. Live for the Fear of Pain, David Blomqvist, Robert Sennebek, and Fred Estby wrote they were like that was like a whole ass song. It was a song written by 3 people. So that's probably why this one of my favorites, because that one actually, now that I think of it, that definitely sounds like it's written by 3 people. And the lyrics are written by Fred Estby. So that's at least how that goes. And we see the like credits on this side. I can't really hold it that well. And it just says who produced what, and it's mixed and mastered and stuff like that. And of course, this album doesn't need a killer band photo because we already have one on the back. I think it's a killer band photo. I mean, some people are gonna be like, yeah, but like the drums with Fred Estby in the back are fucking blurry as shit. Can't see anything. Can't see who it is on the drums. And I believe this is actually the last album with the original lineup. And if you count the original lineup as the one from like Never Throwing Streaming Up, because technically Robert was the first vocalist, so you know. But this would be the last album with the fucking original lineup. Here's the hole. And we get to check the blue stuff on the vinyl. I like that. It comes with a cool little art. This one's a little brighter, I would say. Still got that fucking soda, the raspberry soda look to it, and I love it. I know some people are going to be like, why don't you say red wine? It's because I hate red wine. I don't like red wine. It tastes like dog shit. Whiskey fucking blows it out of the water, sends it home a stretcher. In fact, I think fucking whiskey makes fucking wine drinkers look like pussies. Anyways, it's obviously got all the tracks, which is a problem I have with certain albums that don't list the tracks on here. But it's also something I don't have a problem with because I kind of don't care in certain ways, and at the same time as I do care, it's complicated. I have a complicated relationship with that kind of stuff. It depends. It's respectable if they don't have it, but they have at least something that indicates what fucking side you're listening to. Because I'm pretty sure I have at least one disc that doesn't even fucking say jack shit about what side you're listening to, and you just sit there and guess what the fuck am I listening to until you put it on, you know? Anyways, let's try to get this over with. It's fucking 3 vinyls in one. This is the most I've ever unboxed in one video. Gonna try to get this done. Hope that was a good cut. I think I actually don't have to worry as much now that I think of it, because the way it is a certain... Oh, wait! I missed this entire fucking time. The way they have the signed this. And I fucked it up as well. Whatever. I mean, I've already taken a good look at the fucking band photo. Let me just read what this says. It says, this one gets a thing that says, finally back on vinyl. 33 minutes of merciless and savage Swedish death metal. They didn't have as much to say about that one. I think it's stupid, because I have a lot to say about this one. Hate Campaign, I already saw the band photo, but you get to see it, and as I said before, I have never in my life seen these band photos before, or whatever's going to be in the insert, so... I mean, I can't really complain. The fucking skull and everything is in really good quality. Not that it ever was not in good quality. And this band photo is a lot more up to speed, to put it bluntly. And we have, on this album, a new bassist and new second guitarist. Out of these, we have Suicidal Revelations, Questionable Ethics, Beyond Good and Evil, Retaliate, Enslaved to Bitterness, Mutual Animosity. English is my second language, by the way. Patrol 17, Fanatology, Fanatology, some shit like that. Fanatology, Bleeding Over, In Death's Cold Embrace, and Hate Campaign. My favorite songs on side A are Suicidal Revelations and Mutual Animosity. On side B, it's Patrol 17 and Hate Campaign. Those tracks are absolutely killer, no fucking filler. And this is where I'm trying to just get the disc out. And this one, I'm actually the most excited to see the disc after this, because the disc actually has like a cool artwork on it, and also the band photo, killer fucking band photo. But in this one, we got Matti Kerki, David Blomqvist, and Fred Esteby are always pretty much in the band, except for one album where Fred Esteby is not. But Matti and David always remained in the band as soon as they were all in the band. As I mean, like an ever-flowing stream and on. And we got some tracks written by everyone, some collabs, and I'm going to talk about the ones that are my favorites in a second here. The second guitarist is Magnus Sahlgren, and we have the bassist Charlie D'Angelo. And the second guitarist, Magnus Sahlgren, I think it's a sad motherfucking time. It's really sad to see that he's not in a new project, because the solos he did on this album, on all of the songs that he has a solo on, I'm just gonna go out and say it is some of the best solos that the band ever had, and also some of the most technically advanced solos they ever had, because he was more of a shredder, but he had some visceral fucking evilness to his shredding. And the way he fucking phrased things and went over his guitar when he fucking shredded, just I could have a compilation album of just his solos, like a 7-inch where it's just his solos on both sides, side A and B. It would fit on a 7-inch. I know that for a fact, because his solos aren't that long. All of his solos. I think the only thing that might send it over a 7-inch is Hey Campaign, because I would want all the solos. But it even says all the tracks he has a solo on. I'm only gonna mention my favorites here though, but Suicidal Revelations was written by Fred Estby and David Blomqvist, and lyrics by Fred Estby. So I'm just gonna say this: the pattern I noticed that most of my favorite songs are either written by Robert, in very few cases, but most of my actual favorites, 99% of them, are written by the drummer Fred Estby and guitarist David Blomqvist. They seem to be the most up to speed writers when it comes to writing songs for me. They seem to write the songs that are the most memorable to my mind and the most awesome to my mind. And of course, Sahlgren has a solo on the first track that I love so much. Then we got Mutual Animosity, my other favorite track, which surprisingly, the music is credited to Matti Kirki. And that's the first time I actually learned of him actually writing music. I wonder how he went over that. If he actually plays guitar, or if he's able to, in his head, maybe he had a riff in his head and he's singing it out to the guys. I don't know, maybe that's the dumbest way of putting it. Is that a dog getting fucked in the ass outside? Could be either. Could be anything for all I care. And I don't. That really fucking threw me for a loop. But I think the most likely thing is he played around with a piano and wrote a track on piano, but it's heavy riffing and stuff. I would have to look into that. I might in some future show have to see what the fuck. What the fuck? That's something. That's the one thing I'm the most curious about of the band now. When it says Matti wrote the song, does it mean that he fucking played it on guitar for the guys, had a riff on it that he actually can't play himself? Or had he on the piano where he fucking keyed it out for the guys? Or did he sit in front of him and baby him with the fingers? I don't know. I have to know. And of course the lyrics are by Matti as well. But that's one of the favorite songs on the first side. So that's why I want to find out, because that's one of the most curious things I know right now. If anyone has any goddamn slight idea here, because that's the only song where he's the only writer credited for the music. And of course, solo by Sahlgren, the only one. The Suicidal Revelations also has Blomqvist on solo, of course. I'm not saying anything here David doesn't have some. Listen here, the best fucking solos are on, either the first, the third, or the last album, in my opinion. And most of the best solos are usually David Blomqvist's parts, but what actually makes them stand out, for example, Under a Blood Red Sky, which I will repeat in that video, is that it's not one guy doing the solo, it's two guys doing a solo, and they they go off of each other and play along, and it's like when they combine guitarists and solos in Dismember, those are my favorite guitar solos. Collection by Blood, for example, does exactly that. It's both guitarists fucking on the melodic stuff and then Patrol 17 is written by Sahlgren and Blomqvist, which not fucking surprising. Not bad, Magnus, right? Being the first fucking listed writer for this song. I'm not surprised David is on this because, he knows how to write stuff fucking like that, apparently. Is what it seems like because of the fucking consistency of the band and all the fucking tracks being just killer on every album. And literally, the song lyrics were by fucking Matti Kerkki. And we have a solo. First solo is by David, and the second solo by Magnus. And this song is my favorite on the second side just because... Have you fucking listened to it? Yeah, go fucking listen to it. I know how to play it on guitar, but it's fucking hard. I still haven't gotten it down how I like it. I want to make a cover, but the riff is just so fucking fast. I'm just gonna put it like that. The riff is too fast for me to keep up with without fucking practicing any. Yeah, that's it. Practicing any. You know what I mean? How to practice it. And then, of course, the other favorite is Hate Campaign. Written by Matti Kerkki on the music and David Blomqvist. So they collabed on the music on that one. My throat is itching. That's why I'm swallowing a lot, because that usually makes my itch go away. This was actually recorded in 1999, by the way, in case you happen to give a fuck. By Fred Estby at the Das Boot Studios in Stockholm. From April to May, so this means... This entire album was recorded in 1 month. And it's that killer. Can you believe it? And then lyrics... Matti Kerkki, Estby, and Sahlgren. So this is a fucking freeway on the fucking lyrics. Everyone in the band, except for Charlie, worked on this one. Which I don't think he worked on any song. Except for... Yeah, I actually didn't work on any song. So yeah, almost the entire band worked on this track as far as the lyrics. But it actually makes sense because Hate Campaign is like a collaborative song in general. Hate Campaign is like the community, you know what I mean? That Metal Brotherhood song, the community song, which is also why I love it so much, because it's like it's the most empowering Dismember song, and if not one of the absolute top songs they ever wrote, both riff wise and fucking, of course, at the end, the solos on this one are probably the best solos they ever had. Because David Blomqvist does the first solo, and the second solo, Sahlgren, and then David does another one, and then it ends on a Sahlgren solo. But the fucking collaborative energy on this track is just, dude. If you haven't heard it, just put on Hate Campaign. Wait, I didn't check the back. And it's the band photo that's not on the back, actually. Hold on. Is it the... No, it's a different band photo, but it's in the same fucking location. That's what confused me. And David Blomqvist actually has the fucking belt buckle that I was gonna buy the bundle of that and the Indecent that I've seen fucking on the t-shirt with as a fucking killer ass band photo. Again, they didn't have to because they already had a band photo on the back, but 2 band photos in one, that's a fucking nice ass motherfucking deal. And since I was most excited for this one, we're gonna check out this one. Is this the brightest one that they want? This is the brightest one of them all. I can tell you that for free. Unless they actually look the same to you guys, and to me, I'm just fucking placeboing it up in here. Dusty as fuck. They must have been dusted in the factory because they're just like... Oh yeah, and by the way, I don't even... It's not numbered, but I wonder what copy I got, because I ordered literally like right after these were released. So... I might have one of the first few copies here in my hand. Wait, does it actually say on the vinyl? If anyone knows Nuclear Blast... Wait, actually... If anyone knows Nuclear Blast, I believe this is what it is. It says 010945877877A2. If anyone knows what said... If that stands for which copy it is, then that would be really fucking cool. If that doesn't mean that, then fuck me. I'm trying to understand what this flame is. It says B1, so it's the same thing. 0109 45 RPM, obviously. I know that much. Unless it's the 109th copy and it's 45 RPM and... 40. No, it's not. And then 877. It's 33 RPM. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm smoking hash. Because, you know, hash is stronger than weed in certain ways that it fucks you up more. But the kiddos don't know that, but little did you know, I actually found that out from watching Trailer Park Boys, the greatest show ever created. In terms of realistic shows, where there's like real people in the show. In terms of anime, though, I don't know, man. Anymore is fucking hard to pick. Got too many goddamn favorites, brah. Same for the fucking Dismember. Anyways, you don't like this? Suck a dick. Go listen to Chelsea Green, whatever the fuck you want to listen to, because that's exactly what I'm not gonna do right now. I'm actually gonna listen to all these, and I've been Suicide Grind. You've been watching my fucking unboxing of some killer vinyls. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram, actually, and tag the band, because it's a very early wait, hold on. I know I can. Hold on. We have to check. 0109 5754 is what Death Metal says. Oh, I didn't get it in the sleeve, goddammit. I'm trying to get it in the sleeve, and I'm fucking it up. And, this one, motherfucker, insert, you can stay there. This one says, where is it? This is really small. This is 0109 56095. I think the last number is probably what that would be. In that case, I possibly have the first Hay Campaign copy and the 95th Massive Killing Capacity. How does this one bode? Because I know this one's more popular. This one would fly out the door a little faster. well, you know what come out. This one is motherfucker. This one's 154 in that case. Because it's a 010945154. And the other one said we're gonna check hate campaign again. I'm probably not even close to what it actually is. Actually, no, I realized that it can't be that because it says 010945877 and it only has 300 copies. Unless it's the 77th copy, but I don't think that's the case at all. So, unless it says some like a serial number. Or any of these fucking 65, let's see what this is. No, 65, same here. Nope, I actually don't know the indicator for that, so if anyone knows how I can tell which one it is, and if any of those numbers on the discs actually say anything to you, tell me what the fuck. And, once again, yep, pizza box smells good. Smells like a vinyl pizza. Not that you wouldn't, not that you would want to eat that, but... Anyways, I'm gonna fuck off now and listen to this, because I have about 2 hours to listen to this, and, I'm the Suicide Guy, you've been watching me fucking getting some big-ass motherfucking W-ass motherfucking vinyls, and, yeah, you know the fucking motto. Stay cute, bye.